Our word 61, your attitude, your life. John Maxwell asks the question, what word describes what will determine our happiness, acceptance, peace, and success? His answer, our attitude is the primary force that will determine whether we succeed or fail. Viktor Frankl, the famous psychologist and Holocaust survivor, is quoted saying, "The last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." For some, attitude presents a difficulty in every opportunity. Have you ever met one of those people that has a reason of why every idea won't work? For others, attitude presents an opportunity in every difficulty. The Air Force calls difficulties opportunities to excel. The reality is that given the same circumstances, some climb with a positive attitude while others fall with a negative perspective. In my career, I have accumulated some frequent flyer miles, which means I've also had the opportunity to speak to a lot of Uber and Lyft drivers. I like to ask them questions like, did the maybe about the company they're working for, about their job. Do they like it? Do they like the company? Are they part-time? Do you like your Prius? It is amazing to hear the different response from all of these people doing the exact same thing. For some, this is a terrible job, terrible company, terrible pay. For others, man, this is the best job. This is a great company to work for. I am able to make good money. Any guesses as to who is getting the better tip? For me, it's the driver with the better attitude. That good attitude draws a good attitude out of me, and I am feeling more generous and supportive. The very fact that attitude makes some while breaks others is significant enough for us to explore this topic. I have 5 axioms about attitude that I got from John Maxwell to help us better understand our attitude, how our attitude impacts our life. Axiom number 1, our attitude determines our approach to life. When I first began my travel schedule, I would tell people in my life what I was doing, what I was planning, and I got responses like, "Oh, that's going to suck," and "Oh, that's going to get old really fast. You're going to be so exhausted." I listened to their comments and then decided not to accept that outcome. I set my attitude that this is going to be a good experience. This is going to be fun. This experience is going to have a positive impact on my life. And it has been everything that I have decided it would be. Axiom number 2, our attitude determines our relationship with people. If you've ever had to make phone calls for work or something to that effect, I'm sure you've heard it said that you can hear a smile. Well, you can see a genuine smile too. And man, do I get better service when I approach the counter with a smile. Having a positive attitude impacts all the interactions you have with other people. People have a tendency to adopt the attitude that they are around. Have you ever had that waiter or waitress that was copping a little tude with you? Did you notice yourself getting a little snarky right back at them? Maybe it's just me. There is only one thing more contagious than a good attitude, and that's a bad attitude. Axiom number 3, our attitude is often the only difference between success and failure. Zig Ziglar is famously quoted as saying, "It's your attitude, not your aptitude, that will determine your altitude." In my own life, I can remember the exact moment that I heard of the shutdown because of the COVID-19. My immediate response was this internal fortitude, and I said out loud, "This is not going to take out my business." That attitude caused me to fight and to find the opportunities in this. And to this day, those months are recorded as the most profitable months in 20 years in the business. Now I just need to find a way to keep that attitude because my business could really use a boost right now. Axiom number 4, our attitude can turn our problems into blessings. Our attitude tells us what we are expecting from life. Like an airplane, if our nose is pointed up, we're taking off. If it is pointed down, we could be headed for a crash. Using that same airplane analogy, it is literally the pushing against the resistance of the air that allows the lift in the airplane. Without that resistance, without that pushback, flight here on Earth would not even be possible. Axiom number 5, our attitude can give us an uncommonly positive perspective. And that positive perspective, that positive outlook will cause us to see opportunities that others cannot see. It will cause us to see the beauty in life where others see ugliness or are too busy to see anything at all. It will cause us to feel and express an attitude of gratitude, which has amazing health benefits. And it gives you a better night's sleep, which helps us with tomorrow's attitude. In conclusion, what one word describes what will determine our happiness, acceptance, peace, and success more than any other? Our attitude. Thank you for listening to my podcast, Next Level Strategies. Now, today, set your attitude and choose to make it a great day.